Usually at a drop zone they've got a big piece of carpet you can put on there, but for now, just so you can see what I'm doing, let me bend this down a little bit. So you want to make sure that's nice and tight, and so what I do is put my knees on it. And as you can see, this parachute is full of air, and you want to be careful at this point because you want to, I just showed how you get all your lines straight. And so you want to make sure you're keeping your lines straight inside the pack job. And I kind of like to tuck some of this in, but I have a little bit different way of doing it, as every packer does. So you get all that air out, and then I usually start here and do my first turn, my first S-fold here. And then I go ahead and get that. So that's half of my S-fold in there. And then what I do different, you can see I've still got these nice and tight. And then I just put that right down in the middle. And then if you can see this, pull your rubber band through, keep those lines nice and tight. So that's my first stow, and then my next stow. Again, keeping the lines nice and tight. And actually this is much harder than it looks to keep these line stows looking good. But now what I do is I come back, take that weight out, and then continue on stowing. See, so that's a small sized rubber band. You can just do a single stow. That's a small rubber band. And as you can see on this side, it's another small rubber band. I prefer the large ones, but I didn't want to change these until they break, so. Now next stow. And what I like to do is get it in there, give it a twist, then put my thumb on the rubber band, pull the band around for a second loop. While trying to keep it all as organized as possible. And you can see I like to kind of tighten them out and make them look as pretty as possible. Okay, so and this is not looking pretty at all, but you want it. And then we'll just do one more small stow right here. So the goal that you're looking for is 8 to 10, or 8 to anywhere between 8 and 12 pounds of pressure that it takes to release that. And then so the next thing I do is just bring my bag down right here, keeping this off to the right side. And so the risers with the handle go right down in here. You can see that. And you tuck that in, tuck this in. Now these are the parts of the skydiving rig that are quite high tech. Now the next thing I want to do is open up my bag here, where my container here, where my deployment bag goes in, and just take this extra and just kind of wrap it down in there. And then you set your bag down in like so. And so now kind of one of the final parts of packing here is you take a packing tool like this, and you want this over here off that side, and then you kind of finesse this. Some people leave more of their line stows down in the bag like this. I've been told